Baby, baby,
That's why.
please, like, there is something that has been bothering me. Like,
What's that?
I'm just wondering if people should really divulge everything about them to their intending spouse prior to marriage, or like, should they divulge it immediately when they enter into a relationship with their intending spouse, or should they wait later on? Maybe allow the relationship to mature before they divulge it. What's your opinion on
I don't understand. You mean they should expose themselves
Yeah,
to their
that
partners before
that
marriage?
some ladies,
Yeah.
you know, when they finally get someone that intends to marry them, like they get into a serious relationship,
Right.
they have some secrets or some past life, that is not so straight. There are some ladies, like assuming those that, the runs girls, those that have done
Right.
abortion before, those that have given birth before,
Right.
or those that are class, those that have epilepsy. There are things about some persons. It's not just about the ladies. This is
Alright,
also
so
applicable to the guys.
alright,
So
so
when they enter into a
okay.
relationship, should they tell their intending spouse on time
right.
before they enter deep into the relationship, or should they wait later on in the relationship to,
Right. I think,
open up?
yeah, I think I got what you mean now. So, in my own opinion,
Yeah.
one shouldn't open up everything about him or herself to the intended partner immediately. But along the line, the person might decide to open up. So why I say that is that we all are human and we are different. So let's take for instance now, if I am an armed robber in the past, or a kidnapper, or I have been in some dubious business like Yahoo 419 and all these silly acts before, or if I have been a serial killer, all this bad stuff before. So I know I have to open up to my intended partner. But for me to do that, before I go ahead to do that, I have to first of all understand that person well, know that person's level of IQ. So if that person understanding is far below from what it should be, the fact is that I have changed, right?
Okay.
But that was my past.
Yeah,
but I have to still open up to my intended partner to tell the person my past. It's not necessary because it has been my past, it's the past, but it's necessary that I still tell the person if the person have got the understanding, if the person is matured enough to understand it. That's when I have to tell the person. So I have to give myself time.
Okay.
I don't need to go
to say it immediately.
Yes, I don't need to say it immediately. I have to give myself time, so the person can get to understand, get to know the person well, get to know what the person is like. Because some people, when you tell them certain
some are kiss
things,
and tell.
yeah, some people, when you tell them certain things, their reaction will be. So I don't even need to come up straight to tell the person. I can be like, oh baby, do you imagine? Okay, what if I can't find a way?
Maybe
What
you
if
say
your
something
good
happened
friend-
to a friend.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
if your good friend that is your pastor, or what if your pastor, or somebody I've been looking up to, what if you notice that the person had been an armed robber before the person repented? But
to
so see
the person's
and
reaction
then-
before
then-
coming out
mhm.
plain.
Then the person can tell you, oh, anyway, okay, since the person have done it in the past and have repented, okay, I think I should let bygone be bygone. Okay, you say, wow, okay, that's fine. Because I know somebody that was telling me a story in relation to that. That's why I was like, that she met someone. Then you get to understand how the person is
Will
going to react.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, then you can know the person's maturity, sense of reason and everything. Or okay, if a lady comes up, okay, let's go to a lady's part now.
Okay.
Although the fact is that we all have past, but there are
Exactly.
some pasts that
That
shouldn't
should-
be past. That some people's
Yeah.
past shouldn't You know,
Yeah.
is some people's past are very unimaginable and rotten.
Yeah, I'm very
let's
sensitive
yeah,
that
but let's not
you
go
really
there.
need to open up at the end of the day.
Not really need to open up at the end of the day, because the fact still remains, if your partner is not matured enough, I will tell the person, don't never open up.
Are you serious?
Yeah, never open up. If the person finds out, yes, the person finds out. If the person doesn't find out, you live with your secrets. If you must open up, look for a sensible and a matured partner.
Because see, I think I have to disagree with you in this aspect, in terms of if the person is not sensible, don't open up, that you should keep the secret.
Right.
See, there are some secrets that can never be hidden.
Okay.
In as much as you try to hide it, one day it will surface itself. See, especially if that relationship is leading to marriage, I mean, I'm of the opinion that you have to mention it before entering into the marriage with that person. Because if you do not mention it, like assuming that you've given birth before, you know, maybe while you are like a lady, you've given birth while you were still in your maternal home, and finally you found someone that wants to marry you. In my opinion, I believe that you have to tell the person.
Okay.
Because one way or the other, the person might find out. And what if the person find out and it will scatter the marriage? Like, it will be the end of that marriage.
Good and fine. In that aspect, you need to open up. Right. Okay, let me give you examples of things you might not open up. Okay, as a lady now, you have had a child already. The fact is that the child is there.
Yeah.
A child has been involved. You have to open up.
Yeah.
But if a lady has committed abortion,
and the wound is not damaged,
I think the lady don't need to open up to the husband if the husband to be is not matured enough to understand that.
If only the womb is not damaged.
Okay.
Because if the womb is damaged and you didn't open up, in the future, that's your past will still haunt your future.
Yeah. So if the womb, okay, let's put it that way. If the womb is not damaged, yes, the lady doesn't need to open up to the husband. If a lady has been a runs girl, has been into hookup, and the husband level of understanding or IQ is low, because the fact still remains that, you know, most people, they think that age have to do with maturity. No, people behave differently. It doesn't matter about the person's age, or age have nothing to do with someone being matured. So I think that what the person needs to understand first is this person's maturity, you know, level of maturity. How is it? So when you get to know that, you can be able to say, okay, I'm going to open up. But if the person's maturity is low, I don't see the need to open up. So let's take, for instance, now a girl have been into hookup, a runs girl. So I think the lady shouldn't open up if the husband to be level of maturity is low, because the man might start using it against her.
At the end of the day.
And at the end of the day, you notice that the marriage might not go well. The marriage might collapse along the way, or you know. And when they ask the man, because the man is not mature, some men are stupid. So he will just open up. I didn't know that this woman has been a prostitute for years, and then I ended up with her. Stuff like that. But there are still men that you can still open up to. Oh, I've been into hookup for some years, and I let her stop it. So the man will be like, so tell me, are you really sure that you're not going to be into it again? I say yes. And the man will let go and forget everything about it. And life goes on. And the man, throughout their whole stay in the house, the man will never mention it to the lady's hearing or use it against her,
the person,
or you know, nobody will not notice her. But there are so many guys that when you go in to check the lady they are living in, you know that the lady has actually had a bad past, but the person is still living with the person and nobody has known about that. But there are some that immediately you tell them, it will become an issue immediately, or even if it doesn't become an issue immediately, then later in the years, you know, as time goes on, the person will start using it against the person.
You know, this thing.
I think, so everything boils down to the person's level of maturity and understanding. So in terms of that, I think for me to go, for people to do that, they have to go study who they are with. who they are dealing with, know the way
that will react, create scenarios,
Yeah, it doesn't.
First of all, before exposing it. So maybe assuming if they create scenarios and it doesn't go well, the person will be like, if I find out that somebody I'm dating is like this in the past, I will not continue. Then the person will have to, decide whether to end that relationship at that point. So I think, this thing we are saying is not just about the ladies having their past. Guys also have their past. So in my opinion, you need to create scenarios first. From what we are concluding, you need to create scenarios and see how the person will react, and then open up. So you don't have to hide your past that will still surface in the future. But if it's a past that remains in the past that do not have any connection with the future, and you've changed, you've turned a new leaf, then you can leave it there in the past. But if it's a past that will still haunt your future, create a scenario and see how the person will react, and then open up to the person prior to marriage. I also like you guys to drop your comments as well. What do you think? Because we are all learning here. So tell me what you think. Is it right to tell your intending spouse your past, or should you keep it secret before entering into the marriage with your spouse? I would like to know your opinions, okay?
But babe, to be honest with you, if I'm to say personally, I won't be able to. I can't marry someone that have committed abortion. I prefer to marry someone that have given birth to someone that have committed abortion. That's the fact. And I can't marry someone that have been into hookup. So because for someone to engage into hookup, I think that person sense has gone into bizarre, so the person have lost it. How can you just stay with, somebody you don't know, just call you on phone, oh come, let's have sex for 10,000, 20,000. So, I think so. So for those ladies that are into hookup, I think they are above me, to be honest with you. So
you cannot understand that kind
I
of
can never
that kind of past.
Even if it's past or present, I can't deal with it. That's the fact.
Seriously,
but
same here.
But there are some parts that when you hear, I know some men don't mind, whether the person has been into hookup or but there are some parts that somebody will tell you, you'll be like, okay, I can manage, depending on you.
As a lady too.
We are not the same.
As a lady too, I cannot deal with a man who has been a serial killer or an armed robber before, whether you've repented or not. Seriously, I can't deal with it. I'll have to end that relationship if you tell me about it.
So that's the fact. But some people can still go ahead because they know the person has changed. The person, so that's choice. Even like some men will tell you, I can't date somebody that have been smoking, that have been into drugs, but some doesn't matter.
Another thing,
ladies will be like, I can't date someone that has been in prison before, an ex-convict, I can't be with the person. But to some, what they're after, this person has changed, so it doesn't matter to them. So I think everybody have got their own choices and opinion, but the only thing I will say is that before you expose yourself to somebody, you have to get to know the person better.
Exactly.
Know what the person is like. You don't just
meet someone maybe 1 week into the relationship, you start telling the person and this and that, because most of them may not be serious, like they may not be really into you.
No, even if they are, they might just start to have a different feelings or to hate you immediately.
There is need to give it a little time, like take more time to know the person better. There are some people that you will just tell something and they will go outside and be spreading it to every other person. So at least you just have to know where the relationship is heading to and create scenarios first before diverging such information. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I would also like to know if you guys enjoy this kind of content. Like, should I do this kind of content more? Please, I'll I would like you guys to let me know in the comment section. Please like this video, comment, drop your thoughts. What do you think about this topic? Please, let's make it interactive, okay? I love you guys, and if you've actually watched up to this point and you've not subscribed to my channel, come on, hit that subscribe button and share, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. For now, you take care. Bye bye.